Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François. Yes, really, it's me. And this is Mack Flash Trivia Live. Do not adjust your set. You didn't accidentally click on a 3-month-old episode. I just managed to get myself cleaned up finally. I'm just talking about this here. That's all that got clean. Welcome, everybody. It is a Monday night, I think. Yeah, I know. Let's talk about that for a second because I have to see. I was really pumped. You know how hard it was not to put anything on Facebook or Instagram today? Man, it was great. Happened by accident. I went to get some beer at the grocery store because today was that day. They're not open today. And took the long way home. Drove by my hairdresser, barbershop. Not hairdresser, but barbershop. And kaboom, she was open. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Now, she was not allowed to do beards. They're not allowed to do beards. So I had to do my beard myself. So if you're wondering why it's so... That's that. But there you go. Thank you very much, everybody. And I hope you also got your chance to get your hair cut, your hair did, or whatever it is that you need to do. We're going to be playing some trivia today, as we normally do. I've got 3 rounds coming at you, so keep track of your answers at home using your preferred method, whether it's piece of paper, random piece of paper, Word document. Official form in the video description below. Do not answer in the chat or comments. It is a bit of a competition for fun, but still, we want no spoilers, which means also no phones or web searches, please. The answers will be revealed after each round, so you'll be able to mark yourselves and then share with us in the chat what you guys, how you guys did, and give us your scores. We'll all be sharing that, having some fun all night. We're here for quite a bit, so get comfortable. Yeah, it looks good, still sounds the same. Yeah, still can't talk properly. Get comfortable because we got 3 rounds of trivia coming at you. There you go. Those were the rules, in case you wanted to read them. You got half a second to do it. Here's round 1, question number 1, and things will get less formal from now on. Round 1, question 1. What actor plays Geordie LaForge on Star Trek and is also the host of Reading Rainbow? He left his house. Hello to the naughty hookers. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the game as well. Team 401 Connection. Z is here. Hello, Z. Cheating cheaters are here with clothes on. It's optional, but okay. We got the 3 must-get beers in the house, as well as the COVID con men, and quiet as a mouse. Pasamora Rose is back. Welcome back. Let's take a look at round 1, question number 2. What band released the Grammy-winning album The Mix-Up in 2007, consisting entirely of instrumental songs? Big hello to some more teams. We've got the Christ Punchers in the house and saying hello, hello. Hot Mess Express is here. We got the Gochu Gang. That's nice. I like that. That's a keeper right there as a trivia name. Tom on the deck by himself. Solo Hackerino in his house. Round 1, question number 3. Whereas regular ovens rely on radiation to transfer heat to food, what type of oven circulates hot air around the food to cook it more evenly and in less time? I love Jonathan. Homie, buddy, you kind of look like James Hetfield now. Hey, could be worse. Could be worse. I always thought he looked kind of cool. He's got that gruff sort of look to him. Round 1, question 4. According to the latest TV iteration of the character, what is the real name of the Flash in the DC universe? And finally, hello to the Strathroy Bombers in the house. La Société de la Sneaky Sneak is here. Dream Warrior 3 in attendance. And Team Not Last Place. Good, we needed one of those. You're here as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on tonight's show. A pretty good one, I gotta say. But, of course, I always say that. What I don't always say is thank you to Oven 360, our title sponsor this week. They have 6 locations across Windsor, Essex County, and Chatham. They're all about crafting the freshest, perfectly cooked pizza. You can try one of their signature pies or paninis, or design your own with a delicious variety of fresh veggies, meats, and cheeses. Open now for takeout and delivery, as well as patio dining. So make sure you check them out on Facebook or order online at oven360.com. And thank you to the fine folks at Oven 360 for getting behind the show and helping us bring it to the people. Let's take a look at question number 5. It is, of course, your first audio clip, and it is a mashup question. A mashup is when you take 2 or more songs and you mash them together to create a new one, usually using the lyrics of one and the music of the other. In this case, I want you to listen up and name the 2 bands or artists that were used in this mashup. Parental advisory. I couldn't bring myself to censoring it. It's too good. Let's give a good listen and see if you can tell me the 2 bands or artists in this mashup.
369, damn good fine. But she just sang it to me one more time. Roll, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the wall, to the wall. Put sweat drop down my ball. My ball. How do you get it crawl? Crawl. I got that.
Pretty sure actually that's the way the song was intended to sound originally. Fun fact. I wouldn't look that up if I were you. Can you name the 2 bands or artists in that mashup you just heard? It's too early for this song. God, I hate when this song comes on too early. This is like definitely a round 2 or 3 song. But it'll get us in the mood. It's round 1, question number 6. Or is it? Yes, it is. How many cities in the U.S. have teams from 4 major sports? Boop, 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 boop. Sports alert. MLB, NHL, NFL, and NBA. How many cities in the U.S. have teams from 4 major sports? The answer's probably wrong. I'm going to prepare myself to get corrected later. Round 1, question number 7. Although horses and donkeys are different species, it is possible to mate them. What is the offspring of a male donkey with a female horse named? Question number 8 for round number 1. By what heroic name is Oliver Queen better known? Couple of running themes in tonight's show, if you can tell. among the questions. Quick shout out to some good friends of the show, whether it be live in person or live online. Allison and Jeff from Bruce sending you a shout out for getting your landscaping done by Grasses Landscaping. They're one of our sponsors tonight, and of course they played the game as well, and it's great to see that this whole thing is actually working, bringing people together and helping businesses as well. So hey, look at that, guys. It works. The system works. We got round 1, question 9. This popular ball sport is one of the rare games to be played on a non-standardized playing field. What sport am I referring to? Hey everybody, have you heard Slices pop-up? Slices is back. Slices Pizza back for a limited time. They're operating out of F&B restaurant in Walkerville, open for curbside pickup, takeout, and delivery every Thursday through Sunday, 2 to 10 p.m. Make sure you give them a call or check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Slices Pop-Up to place your order online. Thank you to the whole gang at Slices Pop-Up and F&B for helping us out again this week. Let's take a look at this question here. From what movie are these animations? I honestly, I just wanted to put the second one on there and then see what happened. And there you have it. That is the end of the regular round for round number 1. I've got your picture round coming up in just a little bit. Thank you again for spending some time here. Don't forget, of course, at any time to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Some reason there's been a bit of a reshuffle in the YouTube world. And so, a few more subscribers could really help us go the distance. Let's take a look at your speed round coming up right now. It is a picture round, and this one is called Fictional Professors. Oh, that's a witty title, Francois. Couldn't have thought of something better, like professors. Just something simple, just like that. No, couldn't. Name the television show or movie for each of these characters that all happen to be professors. You've got 15 seconds each, and there are 15 of them coming up on the screen, so make sure you give them the attention they deserve and name these fictional professors. Ah, yes, the height of his career, number 15. Let's take, that's it. Those are your pictures for that picture speed round. That's right, fictional professors, all of them professors of something. Who knows? Who knows what they were? Chemistry, archaeology, physics, poetry? Who knows? We'll find out in just a little bit because I've got your answers coming up right now. We're going to take a look at those. You can mark your sheets and let us know what you got in the chat. And then we'll be taking a short break, maybe 5 minutes or so to freshen up, get a drink, and come back for round number 2. 10 more questions and a music theme round. But first, let's take a look at round 1 answers. And it looks like it's 1 point all the way down, except for number 5, where, of course, as usual, we wanted the names of each band or artist in that mashup. And that happened to be good old Lynyrd Skynyrd for Sweet Home Alabama, and Little John and the East Side Boys. Yeah! What? With Get Low. Get Low. Okay, so Andrew, if no one was gonna bring it up, then I wouldn't have said anything, but because you brought it up, I'm going to be forced to accept that. It is more standardized than golf, because, I mean, you do have standard distances between bases, and the main area of play is standard. The field might be slightly larger or slightly smaller. I don't think that would count towards the standards, and I think considering that there are actual guidelines to the distance between bases and the pitcher's mound and the height of the pitcher's mound and the way the diamond, like you can have a diamond like this in one field and then a diamond like that in another field, and then like mine's gonna be just like I'm gonna do mine a square. Like you can't change that. So I would argue that baseball is standardized, but if you want to be all sportsy about it, I can't argue with you. But like, if you weren't being pedantic, like if you were like, if it wasn't trivia, would you not agree with me that baseball actually has a standardized field or standardized, like, yeah, field of play or area of play? It just happens to be sitting on different size green area. Like, you know, like it's the size that changes, but there are standards. Like, I can't start and build myself a baseball stadium and make the distance between first and home bigger, right? Can I do that? I can do that, right? Then, of course, if it's not standardized, I could do that. Yeah, Mike, exactly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move the boards. Let's move the boards at hockey, too, yeah. My stadium has 20,000 seats, and yours has 50,000 seats. Does that count? Is that a different standard? Is that a difference? No. Exactly, Mike. I think we're agreeing. Sports ruin everything. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Sports in school just ruins everything. You guys ever seen the hockey they play in Sweden? Or I think it's Sweden. There's a type of hockey that is like this gigantic, it's like a huge skating rink, and it has no boards. And I think it has no boards. It's just, it looks insane. It's huge. The ice is huge. I don't think there's any boards. You could like, anyway, it looked mental as a game. Like it looked like very strenuous, very strenuous. Bandy, thank you. That's what it is, Bandy. It was a question at trivia at one point, which is why I know about it. Yes, Bandy. When I read the description of Bandy, I was like, what person got super high and thought, hey man, you know it'd be great if we combined like football and like hockey? Or somebody explain to me how Bandy works again, because I think I've forgotten. I will read it during the break. Thank you so much. And thank you for that conversation. It was great. I knew it was going to come up because it has come up before. But I still don't believe it. But you guys, it doesn't matter to me. But I see the point, so I will allow it. There you have it. Let us know what your scores are in the chat. We've got round 2 coming up with 10 more questions and then another speed round. But first, let's take a short break. You got time to stretch your legs, go get a beer at the fridge, and come back. It is now 7:29, and we'll be back at 7:34 because for round number 2. All right, here we go. We got the 22 for the cheating cheaters. We've got 18 for Team Not Last Place. 25 for the COVID Con Men. Christ Punchers with 23. Hot Mess with 19. Naughty Hookers with 24. 3 Must Get Beers with 20. Z got 22. 14 for Solo Hackerino, as I'm calling him tonight, Mr. Hacker. Tom, 14 points. That other horrible sports question. What else? 14 for La Société de Sneaky Sneak. We got 23 for 3 Dog Night. Hello, Neil. Welcome to the game. Name me all teams that play in this game. No! Duchess with 25. And 18 for the Gochu Gang. We'll be right back. Well, we're back. Just before round 2, I wanted to clarify something. There's a comment made in the chat that I was confused, and I wanted to clarify this. It wasn't 12 teams that play in one city. It was how many cities have teams from all 4 sports. So I looked it up just to be 100% clear, and I made a mistake again. It is 13. This must have changed. When we're talking about that, we're talking about, of course, metropolitan area. So according to the criteria and according to the Wikipedia list I was reading, and they count metropolitan area, for example, somebody brought up, being right from Denver or Colorado, like the Colorado Rockies or the Denver Broncos would count. So technically it should be 13. So if you want to be finicky about that, go ahead and add that to your non-standardized ball game. Let's take a look at round number 2, coming up with 10 questions and another speed round at you. And we got ourselves this beautiful number coming in, number 1. What celebrity chef, now host of a multitude of Food Network television shows, started off as the creator and host of Good Eats? Yeah, so it's counted by metropolitan area. So for San Francisco that you're talking about, it would be the San Francisco Bay Area of California. So that's how they count it when it comes down to it. Round 2, question number 2. Which of these is not a subgenre of music? Shoegaze, stoner rock, or garble dance? Neil, I absolutely agree that Good Eats show is possibly one of the better food shows out there. I don't actually talk to San Jose that much, so maybe I'll send him an email, let him know. We got round 2, question number 3. What classic rock song includes the lyrics, "Once I rose above the noise and confusion just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion"? Number 4, whereas dams are used primarily to retain water, excuse my language, what L word is used to manage or prevent water flow into specific land regions? Thank you so much to the Dream Warriors, featuring Biggie and the Ma. This is one of the classic Windsor trivia teams. As I say before, and I'll say it again, if you see them at a contest, well, you just start drinking. Just abandon all hope. I mean, play, stay, enjoy yourself. Don't expect a trophy at the end if the Dream Warriors are there. Thank you so much for your sponsorship again this week. It is much appreciated, and I hope you are enjoying the show tonight. Let's take a look at question 5. Trivioki. What song is heard here with the main lyrics removed? As it goes in karaoke, I will play a track where the lyrics have been removed. All you have to do is combining the art of karaoke and the skill of trivia. Name the song you are about to hear. Once again, what song did you just hear with its lyrics removed? Coming into question number 6. Before the change, it was 21 points, but as of 1999, what score must your team reach to win in volleyball, still by a 2-point margin? Question number 7 coming at you for round number 2. Launched in 1980, what was the first television channel to broadcast 24-hour news? Round 2, question number 8. What 2014 pop star sings the words, "But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop, grooving? It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's going to be alright." I'm an actor, just in case you can tell. I can't wait till this volleyball thing comes up. Round 2, question number 9. What instrument was jazz great Stan Getz famous for playing? Dave, I was trying to channel my inner Christopher Walken when I was reading those song lyrics there. You know, the whole myth that he, well, whether it's a myth or legend, that he removes all punctuation marks from the script before and then reads it, and that's how he gets his fun cadence. Summer Olympic trivia, Mario. We could probably get something done for that. Actually, it's a very good point. In the next couple of weeks, we'll probably have to do that on a Sports Sundays. Have to bring up the Olympics. Thank you you. I literally want to thank the hackers for being here tonight and for sponsoring. I want to know where Tom scored that really awesome Mac Flash shirt. That's a sweet shirt. Thank you very much for being here every single night and you know, on top of it, sponsoring the show. I mean, talk about making sure, you know, that your entertainment keeps going. Just like sponsor the show yourself, and then hey, he's got no choice, right? He's gonna have to do it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are always you're always great. You're always here, and you're always in the games lounge on Fridays as well, which is really cool. So yeah, and see, even Andrew says we love the hackers, man. You guys are awesome. So thank you very much for standing behind us. That little top fan badge you've got on Facebook, yeah, that like you definitely you deserve that one for sure. Let's take a look at round 2. Speaking of Friday nights, on Friday nights we play Seriously Trivia on Mac Flash, and it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of puzzles and trivia in it mixed together, and it's kind of a different flow, and it's a lot of fun. Just really conducive to fun. And you'll find puzzles like this here, your ditloids. Ditloids are common sayings or abbreviations or statements of fact that have been reduced to an acronym, if you will, using numbers and letters. For example, here in the category of measurements, we say 52 equals W in a Y. You would say 52 equals weeks in a year. Well, I've got one coming up on the next screen, so see if you can solve it for 1 point. Anatomy, 8F and 2T on a HH. Damn it. That should say 8F and 2T on 2HH. Once again, that should say 8F and 2T on 2HH. What happened today? I tell ya, been a rough day apparently. Been a rough day. Huh? All this energy trying to look good and forgot about the game. That's what happens. Man, oh man. Well, there you have it. We are at the end of round 2. We're having fun nonetheless. And you know what? Everything will be adjusted and fixed once the answers are on the screen. And I'm still here. This is live. It's not pre-recorded. You don't have to just yell at your screen like it's not going to do anything. I'll react. I'll tell you. We'll yell about standardized fields in your ball games all day. Oh yeah, I'm really into your ball game, 100%. We got round 2 in the bag. Speaking of balls, let's take a look at your speed round coming up. It is a picture speed round. No, a music speed round, that is. God, I am off my game. Whew. Maybe like Samson. All of my awesomeness was in my beard. Shaved it off. It's gone. This round is called USA, USA, USA. And this goes out to all of our American friends who may be playing right now. Hopefully you're still joining us during these fun nights. This is in honor of, you know, last week I had a whole show about Canada for Canada Day. We didn't really get to do a show on July 4th. So I thought, hey, here's a little retro tribute to the July 4th weekend. Fill in the blank with a U.S. state to complete the song title. There will be repetition. You will definitely be writing the same state more than once. People really like writing songs about California for some reason. So there you have it. 15 of them coming up for 25 seconds each. Fill in the blank to tell me with a U.S. state to complete the song title. That's right, Quidditch. And there you have it, the end of round 2, music and all. All we were looking for were names of U.S. states to complete these blanks. And as I said, yes, some of them will repeat. They don't make songs with all of them in there. Although I probably could have found a few more. Whether or not they would have been popular, that's up to you guys. All right, let's take a look at your answers right now. We're going to correct this round at number 2. And after that, we're going to play round 3 after a short break, of course. And round 3 has the shot of the night. Don't forget, round 3, question number 3. So whatever your shot may be, get that ready during the break. Let's take a look at your answers, though, for round number 2. And it looks like we're talking about 1 point all the way down. Calvin Ball, right? Man, we could write an entire trivia about the rules of Calvin Ball. Let's take a look here. You got your U.S. states filling in. Of course, we were just looking for the actual states, but I've given you the whole answer for context. And there they are. Sweet Home Alabama. Well, that's novel. Yeah, I think Calvin Ball is the only game that simultaneously has and has not, or does not have rules. I mean, it is Schrodinger's game. Off to Never Neverland. Yeah. So I'm gonna end all of my all of my sentences like that now. Like, and here come the answers for 11 through 15. That's my. I'm now going to be. So you think I look like James Hetfield, eh? A little bit. One thing I said today that was funny. I'm going white here and here, so it's having that like you know how people contour their makeup so that it makes their cheeks look thin. Like I look thinner than I am, just because of my beard. The white in my beard contours my face. That's a pretty cool trick, right? I like that. And there you have it, everybody. That was that. Yeah, volleyball. I'm as surprised as you were. I know somebody doubted me, and I could see why you would do that. You know, you go through school, they teach you, but you know, 1999, they went ahead and changed that to 25. So volleyball, 25 points. I thought that was interesting, to the point where I had to be like, that's got to be wrong. Like, that has to be wrong. So I went to look it up. No, for real. So there they are. Your scores are coming through the chat right now. Taking a look at 24 for the COVID comment, 22 for Christ Punchers, 23 for 401 Connection, Sneaky Sneak 15. What do we got here? Dream Warriors 23, 24 for Duchess, Naughty Hookers with 24, Three Dog Night with 24. So look at all that. Great time. Thank you so much. Stick around. We got round 3 coming up. We're going to take a short commercial break right now, and we'll be back at, we always say, 3 minutes until round 3, and I'm waiting for the clock to go 8:02 so I could say at 8:05. But let's come back at 8:05 and just make it nice and simple. We'll be right back with round 3. Stick around. We are back. It is round number 3. We got this song playing. There you go. It's a little better. I'm trying to learn how to air piano. It's I know, air guitar, very popular. Air piano, I think second most popular air instrument. Third after drums, probably. Yeah. It's probably guitar, then drums, then air piano. I think that would be the most popular. Welcome back to the game, everybody. My name is François, and I'm your host. This is for, of course, the benefit of anybody joining us during the break. Everybody else, welcome back. Hopefully, you are now refreshed and ready for 10 more questions and another speed round. Air guitar, air flute. Oh, you're right. Wait, like the recorder? Wait, yeah, a recorder, flute. I air fluted to like I think it was Jethro Tull or something the other day, and I was like right there in my daughter's face, and she was like, "What? I don't get what you're doing right now." So either she's never seen a flute or never heard Jethro Tull, or both, I guess. It's very possible. I mean, she is 8. Let's take a look at round number 3 coming at you. 10 questions and a final speed round, and somewhere in there, we'll be doing a shot because it's what we do. Round 3, question numéro 1. What does this measure? We're watching the talkies, see? Air accordion. Yeah, I could definitely see that. If I were to enter an air accordion contest, I would choose, obviously, a Weird Al Yankovic polka. Yeah. Which one? Not sure. Parenting fail. Oh, because she doesn't know Jethro Tull. Hey, at least I was playing it, so I've exposed her to Jethro Tull, so there's that. Bad parenting would be letting Jethro Tull expose himself to her. That's bad parenting, right? See the difference? It's subtle, but it's there. Round 3, question number 2. A Canadian NHL player, coach, and executive nicknamed the Big Irishman died in 2014 at the age of 71. Well, actually, Francois, he was 71 and a half. It was actually September of 2014. And they actually called him Big Irishman, not the Big Irishman. It's all good. Speaking of Weird Al, why would you bring that up, Francois? Well, as a matter of fact, it's Parody Week here on Mack Flash Trivia. That's right, finally. We've got a lot of cool parody trivia coming up this week, so make sure you keep an eye on the channel. What do I got? I got Spaceballs on Thursday. We got a Lonely Island / Weird Al double feature on Saturday. So it's going to be a great time. Great time. Finally. It's only 3 weeks late. Whatever. 3 weeks since I promised it. It's older than that. Hey, everybody. It's round 3, question number 3, your shot question of the night. As we do and as we've been doing for months now, round 3, question 3, it's the shot of the night. It's when we get together and do a shot, whatever it is that you want to shoot, whether it's whiskey, wheatgrass, or water, I don't care. As long as we get together and act like we're in the same room for about a second, it'll kind of bring us all together. I've got my shot here going out. I have no one to... this one goes out to all of the new people joining us who've joined us in the last few weeks and have stuck with us. Thank you so much for joining us, and stick around. Plenty more to come. So there you go. Cheers to you guys, and to your health. Still really good. Here comes your boozy question of the night to go with it. Other than the expected... I thought I could make it. Couldn't make it. Other than the expected tequila and lime juice, what other liquor is included in a margarita? Yes. I put in a shift this weekend, a couple of shifts this weekend in my other job, helping out a buddy, and I must have made about what felt like 1,000 margaritas. I can now make them just with my eyes closed, no problem. You want a margarita? Sure. I tried one. Not a fan. Not a fan. No, the moment they get slightly warm, they're gross. They're just gross after that. If they're super cold, I guess you're just supposed to slam them back. Ugh, that'd be crazy. Sounds like a fun time. Round 3, question number 4. Andy Samberg, Yorma Taccone, and Akiva Schaffer make up the comedy collective known as what? I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but there it is. What an accident. What's funny is that it's not an accident. Hey, a big thanks once again to Littlefoot Foods. They are still our sponsor. These guys have said, hey, as long as you're on, man, just, you know what, we'll stick with you. And I really appreciate that. That's really cool. They gave me this cool t-shirt that, you can still get. I'm sure there's still some available, and it still stands. I mean, the shirt is still appropriate, especially now that we can go back out in public. You want that shirt that basically reminds people, hey, man, keep your distance. I want to see you. I want to see your face, but I want to see it more than just today. I want to see it in the future as well. And you can almost argue, that he looks like he's wearing a mask because of his pierogi. I can't do this mirror shit. It's really hard. So there you go. And the best part is that proceeds, or 2/3 of the proceeds of the sales of these t-shirts are going to charity. So not only are you helping out Littlefoot Foods, who's helping me out, but you're helping charity. And so it's like everyone, it's like a huge love triangle, I guess, is a polite way of saying it. Yeah, so thank you, Littlefoot Foods. You're awesome. Make sure you guys visit littlefootfoods.com or check them out on their Facebook page. Listen up here. I got an audio question for you here. I want you to listen to this clip and answer the question, what song is being covered here by the Vitamin String Quartet? It is a string quartet cover. Give a listen. Once again, what song did you just hear covered by the Vitamin String Quartet? Also, today we find out if the Vitamin String Quartet copyrights their music. Question number 6 coming up for round number 3. In a light bulb, what characteristic prevents the metal filament from just bursting into flames? Question number 7 comes up for round number 3. Everyone knows DC and Marvel, but what publisher is responsible for such comics as The Mask, Mystery Men, and Sin City? Speaking of comic books, if you are into comic books, you should make sure you pay attention to the Saturday night show that we have called Mack Flash Trivia Presents, where we grapple one topic in long form and divide it up into multiple parts. Right now, we have the Harry Potter trivia happening with part 3 that aired on Saturday night at 8, and we've got 3 more parts left to go for that. Afterwards, I will be airing our first 3-part special as opposed to a 6-part special, which 6-part special, that sounds really fun to say. It doesn't even mean anything when you say it. It'll be a 3-part special on comic books. That's right. There'll be a Marvel part, a DC part, and then the others, if you will, where you will find, for example, things from the question we just saw now. So make sure you do check out Mack Flash Trivia Presents on Saturdays at 8 for multi-series trivia. I hope you guys watched Harry Potter. I'm not gonna spoil it if you didn't, but we did have a special guest on that one, and it was pretty cool. So let's move on, shan't we? Round 3, question number 8. British Formula 1 racer Lewis Hamilton is the 2008 and 2014 Formula 1 champion. For what team does he race? I mean, Andrew, I don't blame you, man. It's right there behind you. How could you not? It's that classic example I give all the time of asking a question about, like, on the beer label of this brand, what would you find? And everyone's in a bar going, you mean that one that's on the wall right there? I can see it. And you're like, yeah, that wasn't an appropriate question. So yeah, I don't blame you, man. There you go. Round 3, question number 9. What television show do Lawrence Fishburne, Ted Danson, and Elizabeth Shue have in common? Hey everybody, let me tell you about Grasses Landscaping. I've already told you about them tonight earlier on because we had an actual manifestation of the system working. Like I said before about Littlefoot Foods, it's just I had to find a way during this whole COVID thing to just, yeah, I'll say it, make up for the losses. And advertising became the thing. And what makes me super happy is to see people who not only are fans of the show, but also own a business, and they can see the good that it can happen. Whereas Bruce has been advertising on this show on and off since the beginning, and that's what it is. It's a question of balance. When he can, he does, and look, it yielded results. Pretty sure we had like 2 or 3 quotes just based on people who saw him on the show. I've seen people, post that they bought this beer, and they post on Facebook, hey, saw your beer at, at trivia, thought I'd give it a try. So if you're a business and, or you have something you'd like to advertise, like Grasses Landscaping right here, make sure you do let us know. And if you need some landscape work done, please contact Bruce at Grasses Landscaping. The number is on the screen. He specializes in landscape design and build for any size job. They also do property maintenance and spring and fall cleanup, stuff like that. So make sure you do give him a call. And remember, if it's not grass, just say pass. I love saying that. I'm gonna always say it. Round 3, question number 10 is here. What is the name of this failed McDonald's sandwich, which was served in a side-by-side split container? And as a bonus question, what year was it introduced? This one, this question, this bonus question is specifically for Mike, because I expect you to know this. I'm sure the Mack Flash team would know as well, but in that animation right there, who's the person in the middle wearing the tie and the jacket? It's very blurry, but who's the person in the crowd in that animation wearing the white jacket and the brown tie? Answer in the chat. That's a bonus. And anyone who knows, you know what? Anyone who knows, give me the answer in the chat if you knew in that clip, in that animation, there was a person in the middle with a cream jacket, brown. There it is. AB knew it right away. It is definitely Jason Alexander. That's right, George Costanza himself. He would hate the fact that I just said George Costanza himself, because he probably hates the fact that everyone thinks of him as George. All right, everybody, we got your final speed round coming up right now after round number 3. I called this one Board Games. Board games. That's right. Name the popular parlor game or board game described here. If you enjoy board games of all sorts, we have a new show. I didn't realize we're already on the 6th episode that we just aired. Make sure you do check out the Games Lounge after Seriously Trivia. I know it's late, but it's a lot of fun. And what else are you doing? Join us where we all play games and you play along. So it's the same as this, but instead of just me asking questions, the other guys come on as well, and then everybody brings a different game to the night, and we all get to host one card out of that game, and you know, everyone plays along. We put your comments on the screen and stuff. It's just it's a laugh riot, a laugh riot. So, in preparation for that, let's take a look at this round where for 25 seconds each, I will give you 15 descriptions of board games or parlor games, and all you have to do is tell me what they are. If you're ready to go, I will read these out to you. And let's go. Well, late for normal people, Mike, not for people like us. Number 1, using game pieces, 2 players attempt to place each other under an escapable threat of capture. Number 2, the first version of this game was intended as an educational tool to illustrate the negative aspects of concentrating land in private companies with full control. Oh, sounds fun. Number 3, the name of this game is a real word meaning to scratch frantically, which you might do to your head when staring at those 7 tiles. Number 4, in this popular turn-based game, 2 to 6 players control armies with which they attempt to capture territories from other players. Number 5, players assume the roles of colonists, each attempting to build and develop holdings while trading and acquiring resources. Players are awarded points as their settlements grow. Number 6, this classic detective game has spawned 2 video games, a movie, a book series, a musical, and a TV series. AB, I never played the one you called the best game ever, but I'm interested. Number 7, originally created in 1860, this is America's first popular parlor game. The board would progress from infancy to happy old age. Eight. Before its plastic release in 1967, this was known worldwide as a pad and pencil guessing game from World War I. Nine, a slightly less racy version of Cards Against Humanity. This fruity game is credited with increasing the popularity of card matching / answer judging games. Number 10, this game consists of 13 rounds of one or more players trying to make specific dice combinations and score the highest points. $11. Because every good quiz game should have pie. Number 12, this game title comes from the many ways in which a player can negate the progress of another while issuing a probably veiled apology. Number 13, a television version of this game was called Win, Lose, or Draw. Still, no one could draw dignity. I'm sorry for laughing at my own joke. No, I'm not. Number 14, in this two-player game, if no one makes a mistake, the first player can force a win on or before the 41st move if he or she starts in the middle column. $15, suitable for young children, this game requires no reading and minimal counting skills, and players are never required to make choices, just follow directions. Sweet! And there you have it, my friends. That is the end of round 3, the end of our game this week. I know all good things must come to an end, they tell me at the dentist's office, but here we are. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight and playing along. Don't forget to come back on Wednesday, of course, for the next live show. But in the meantime, the Mack Flash 5 is back. That's right. Our newest episode of the Mack Flash 5 airs tomorrow morning. Well, it's available as of tomorrow morning. Watch it whenever you get up, maybe by the pool. Whatever you're doing tomorrow, throw it on at work. It's a great podcast. You don't even have to look at us. I mean, you can if you want, but you can even just give it a listen. It is all movies based on books. It was really great, really a special episode, especially towards the end when we did our honorable mentions. So make sure you do check that out. And then, as per usual, the Mack Flash 5 Companion Quickie being released tomorrow evening, so in the same day, all about the movies that we discuss in the podcast or show. So make sure you do check both of those out tomorrow, and then I will see you again on Wednesday for another live show. But first, let's take a look at the answers for tonight as we go into those right here. The Lonely Island. Well, look at that. It was sort of a serendipitous right there. But yes, don't forget about the Lonely Island trivia as well later on this week. It looks like 1 point all the way down, except for number 10, where I wanted just the name of the sandwich, the McDLT. Surprisingly, not necessarily. I mean, they called it a failed effort, but the McDLT got discontinued in 91, which, 91? Yeah, but I mean, it was more than a year or two. Now, they're talking worldwide. There are countries where the McDLT lasted longer than North America, for example. They're also all part of a line of sandwiches that are all interconnected. So the Arch Deluxe, the McDLT, the one that was supposed to be like the Whopper, basically. Like, all of those were supposed to be that line of burger, and so they all kind of like, you know, they're all sequential, if you will. Yes, I will give you Cointreau. Cointreau for sure. Yeah, Cointreau is funny you bring up Cointreau. I learned that was a substitute. It's a type. It's kind of triple sec, I guess. But yeah, Cointreau is fine as an answer. Yes, just to bring up just because we've got some time. Oh, here are your board games, by the way. I made a margarita this weekend. That was a fancy one, so it wasn't the normal margarita, but I made a margarita. It was made with Cazadores and Cointreau. So yeah, Cazadores, Cointreau, and actual real lime juice in there. So it was a little fancy, But I made some very normal ones as well, using 1800 and some triple sec. So there you go. Yeah, so yes, triple sec is an orange liqueur, but you wouldn't be putting, like Grand Marnier in there or anything. So I do like pina colada. That's weird. Do you like taking walks in the rain? Here's answers 6 through 10. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal. Pictionary. I really want to do this. I gotta find a way to do this live. I love Pictionary, and I want to pin you guys against each other in Pictionary. We already started playing some categories. We did that the other night. When I've got some time next week, I'm gonna try to organize a big old game of categories online, and it'll be invite only. That's right. Only invite like 100 of my favorite friends. But we should totally do that. I love that game. It's just very logistically difficult to do. But I'm going to figure it out because that's what I do. I figure stuff out. there you have it, my friends. Those are your games. Don't forget to check out our games on Fridays. Also, because I'm the person with the camera and the mic right now, I'm going to say this right now. I am short on board games. If you know any weird or fun games, and remember, it's got to be sort of a question and answer sort of thing. We can push the limit a little bit, but I want some stuff that's weird and strange, and like this board game you picked up and you went, what? Either it's crazy outdated or just insanely funny. Let me know what that board game is, because I'm gonna take it and I'll do it on the show. Even better, if you can get me a card, don't tell the other guys I borrowed the card from you, but I'll take that card and I'll pass it off as my own, and then you and I can just, you know what I mean? All right, well, there you have it, everybody. That is Mack Flash Trivia live for this Wednesday night. Thank you so much for being here. I felt great, man. That felt great. Really got into it. Round one, it was sort of and it was a whoa, and exactly the way it should be. Thank you very much. My name is François. I've been your host. Let me just know what's going on in here. Let me see, make sure I haven't missed anything here. Obscure battle scenes from certain sci-fi epics. Yeah. More. Exactly. All right, let your scores shine in the chat. I just did. There you go. That's what I did. I'm not gonna hide it. You know me. I have no shame. There you go. All right. We'll see you guys next time. See you on Wednesday. Make sure you keep an eye on the Mack Flash Facebook page for some information about all the quizzes coming out, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.